Hi, this is Darlene Anderson once again to come back and talk to you. Oh, goodness, my goodness, I've been wanting to do this for so very long, just share information because everybody's walk in life is very, very different. Depends on where you've been. And since we live in a global world now, it's just no telling, everybody lives in their box and depends on where you've been and your experiences outside of your box really tells your life experience. And a lot of people sell books and write books. A lot of people sing songs. And these are all tools of communication and ways to make money. And but not everybody reads, quite frankly, and especially in some poor communities. And I'm finding that even though this is 2012, gosh, can you think about that? I was born in 1958. I've been here for a while and so blessed to still be here, quite frankly, because not everybody that I've grown up with is still here. I have friends and family members that are no longer here anymore. And when I look at the blessings that I've had and the opportunity to live this long, I wanted to share some of my experiences and leave them to basically my children. And I'm finding that as long as we have the internet and this new crazed media, that I will be able to leave, and many other people will be able to video blog, basically, sharing their experiences that they've had during their lifetime, and leave it basically as long as we have a satellite in the sky for their loved ones to share, and many, many others. And so the internet is the most powerful tool that I can think of, and quite frankly, I've learned how to utilize the internet by trying to keep my computer up and running simply because there's a lot of network management that goes on, and there are so many things that go on the internet that basically you wouldn't even know was going on because there's such a limited skill set coming as a public participant to utilize that. And so really, I think that we're going to be responsible for sharing amongst our own community members to ensure that we start understanding some of the basic tool sets that are out there to utilize the internet and also to protect yourself. I don't have a lot of faith in the security software that's been provided, or even Microsoft Windows as a tool to get on the internet. I think the most secure tool would be probably the Macintosh, the Apple computer, simply because it operates by you giving it a set of passwords, and quite frankly, unless you tell somebody those passwords, no one can access your tool. And so, but enough of that internet stuff. I'll get it more into that too, because I think that as long as I have this camera and have the ability to upload on the internet, I'm going to do that, and I think that is important. I want to get back to the public education system here in California. My God, it's such a challenge to have gifted children and to assume that they would be treated in the same manner and like a citizen, that they were entitled to the public education, that your tax dollars go to benefit, and understand that simply giving the opportunity to put your child in the public education system and have an expectation that they will be educated is something that you just can't expect. You can't expect to put your child in the seat at the public school and assume that their job or their responsibility is to educate your child. They have no obligation to you unless you show up, unless you're present as a parent and come with your child to school and show up and have a conversation with the teacher, have a conversation with the principal, that your child will get an education. There are so many children that fail all year long, and there be no interventions made to that child. I mean, I'm saying the public school system has gotten to the point to where everyone is just enjoying the benefit of their life and their livelihood. And quite frankly, the kids are the problem. If they didn't have to see your child, then quite frankly, They wouldn't care. And especially, if you're not showing up. If you're not there to protect your child's interests, it's kind of like you're giving your gift to someone and they are totally destroying it. Because from even now, the entitlement goes all the way down to kindergarten. If your child's not transitioning well from task to task, think about it. Your child is not sitting in the classroom with the other children. Your child is in a behavior room somewhere away from the other children as to not disrupt the other children. And if your child doesn't come to pre-kinder or kindergarten ready to learn, meaning that perhaps already reading, where's your child? Your child is not in the classroom with the other children. You're getting all kind of notes, and it's being documented that your baby somehow has a problem and cannot participate with other students. And soon, now, unbeknownst to me, I went to a couple of board meetings not too long ago and found out that they were expelling kindergartners. And the county has a responsibility to ensure that districts provide services to all children. Not true. Not true at all. When I found out, I filed a complaint and found out that the county is not even tracking that data. So they don't even want to know if your baby is going to school or got put out of the school system and not attending anymore, perhaps. The county doesn't want to know anything. The county just wants to make sure that these people get their long-term benefits, medical and dental, vision, perhaps. What else do they get? Retirement. Oh, paid vacation, paid leaves. Oh, paid leaves, honey. Try to hold a teacher accountable to ensure that your child is making meaningful progress in the core content standard academia. See how quickly that person might go on a stress leave. And so, there's just zero accountability anymore. And going to the board meeting to try to talk about some of your concerns, let me tell you, pimping ain't pimping unless you find out when you go to the board meeting that a board member is trying to correct your statement as to your concern for coming to address them who you elected to protect your rights in the first place. They're going to correct what you do as a citizen and tell you that, hey, perhaps you are mistaken, because they get to see the data. Even though you're living the data, they get to see the data and you're wrong. So, pimping wouldn't be pimping unless somebody was doing something with some resources, perhaps. Resources of public tax dollars, controlling who gets to benefit from those tax dollars, and then you as the person or the clientele that have to utilize those resources get no benefit at all. So, pimping ain't pimping unless it's done in California. I'm going to take a little quick break right here, and then I'm going to be back. Thank you.